What's up, my virtual boat buyers, my internet boat enthusiasts? Thanks for tuning in to Weida's Marine. We got another walkthrough today for you. I tell you what, I got the all white, the Boss Hog edition. That's right. You got your little white cowboy hat, your suit. I might even dress up like that in the next video. I got the profile, I got the physique going. We're calling this one the Boss Hog edition 921 Elite. Of course, it is a beautiful gel coat white boat that we have put pins, black pins on, and we've put Galaxy Mist on the inside. Man, awful lot of contrast on this one with the two black and white inside. Looks good. Phoenix boats. Let's talk Phoenix boats, okay? You know, a lot of our videos, we go into a lot of different things, and I try to point out a little different thing on every Phoenix. So one thing I like on a Phoenix is they got a nice little platform here on the back to stand, okay? They've got these little grab handles here, which give you something should you ever fall out of the boat, help you kind of pull yourself back in. Also, if any of you have ever been stuck on that sandbar, okay, trying to get to the promised land, doing the old 1, 2, 3 lift and push, we got the handles to do it. You never thought of that, huh? You guys out there in 100 foot of water don't have to fish like us river fishermen do. We appreciate those handles when it comes time to pushing across that sandbar, okay? Phoenix is obviously a performance boat. That is what so many people like about them, a production boat that's relatively heavy but still will run comfortably in the 70-mile-an-hour range. And we have deck for days in the 921 Elite, huge front deck, and that's kind of become expected. I don't know if Phoenix is the widest. The Elite tapers in the nose a little bit, and to me it gives you just the right element of plenty wide deck here for all your rods and stuff to go on, but it's narrow enough in the front that I'm not smacking the gunnels and stuff when I'm flipping and things like that. And of course, a lot of that has more to do with the low gunnels. You can see the Elite, we have a pretty reasonable sized gunnel back here by the rod lockers, so it does keep our rods in, and if we fling a fish on board, sometimes that little lip keeps them from going out the other side. But as we come up here, it almost goes flush, okay? We have a lot of mounting options. For example, here's a Helix 12 I've just left loose, and you know, we have the option here to mount it with several different brands of brackets. You know, Weida's Marine, we offer custom rigging here, okay? And you know, we're a very busy dealership, and we understand some busy dealers don't do custom rigging. But when you're watching one of our videos and you see a boat with 2 Humminbird 12s or 2 Lowrances, we want you to understand we can offer fully custom rigging, whether it be a 4 sonar setup, a 5 sonar setup, you know, dedicated power wires, brands of brackets from great companies that are out there, you know, 360s, active targets, okay? And you can rest assured with us, we do it right. People bring their boats all over the United States just for us to rig. So you're buying a new boat from us, please understand that's something that we can also do too. But enough of that, back to the Elite. Let's hop on board and check out some of the storage. Now, I will say on record, I try not to be biased, but the 921 Elite is my favorite Phoenix. And you might say, well, why? The reason why is this boat rides very well, it floats very shallow, and it's the perfect blend of all the Phoenixes. We've got the 21 PHX. It rides a tad better if you are a very, very experienced boat driver and you're on very rough places like Lake Erie, Lake St. Clair, where you're going slow and you're crawling up and down waves. That PHX got a little higher gunnels, does ride a little better. 90% of people won't tell the difference between that and the Elite. The Elite still rides great. Why do I like it better than the PHX? I prefer the lower slung deck. I prefer the low slung deck, and I feel like the boat lifts a little more. I like a little more of the speed, so that's why it's my choice. Why do I choose it over the 20-footer? I don't have a constricted garage space, so I can put whatever size boat I want in there. I prefer the extra length, not just because of the ride. There is a difference in ride in the 920 and the 921 Elite. It's not huge, but what I think is huge is where the rod straps are. If you take any manufacturer's 20-footer, and you start putting a lot of rods out, the rod straps will be located more up in here. So when you put, you know, 6-7 rods on each side in a 20-footer, I'm stepping all over those rods, okay? I'm not knocking a 20-footer. I'd say more, we sell more 20s than 21s. It's obviously a popular boat, but I'm just trying to say my preference is I prefer 21-footer simply because it gives me more room for my rods, slightly more room in the rod locker, okay? Now, into the storage on this bad boy. Here we go. Lots of storage in the Phoenix. Okay, it's got a nice lip on either side that we can kind of put boxes, 3400s, or I like the KVD speed bags, fit very well. Speed bags, nylon bags to put my plastics in. This one has the option for the tackle rolling system. So some people will put some loose plastics in there. There's several dividers in here to customize this, or we can just put the Plano straight down the middle. Great shot of these big stainless steel pistons. We've got a little styrofoam piece up here that we can hang loose crankbaits and stuff that you're picking up out of the floor. And of course we got a Phoenix bounce board. And the best thing about all these puppies, they got the slam latch. Watch this. Bam, done, it's shut. No slamming latches, no lazy, you know, back boat co-anglers or lazy boaters leaving the latch up and the latch gets in your way and you step on the latch, okay? That makes it nice. Big old rod lockers. They do have tubes, or you can remove those tubes if you don't want them in your way. We've got another rod locker here, just a little shorter because over on this side, bam, we got a day box, a little insert. Great place to put bulky plastics, okay? It does have a drain in it. There's been some people use that as a second cooler. I don't particularly like to use it that way, but you can do that. Got our light right there, but we also want to know we have built-in bow lights. We just have that as a backup safety option. The seats in the Phoenix, they're ergonomic. Seats in the Phoenix are ergonomic, and they put you in an upright position, yet they're able to accommodate people of different sizes. So I like that. We have a tilt steering wheel. Again, accommodate people of different sizes. And this boat has what is known as the dual dash mount. The dual dash mount is simply this ledged shroud that we could mount two depth finders on side by side, or we can mount the single Helix 12, okay, by itself, and it just mounts on the shelf right there. But that's a nice option that Phoenix has come up with, and we've got our built-in, our hydraulic jack plate gauge. If you do a SmartCraft gauge, we can put the SmartCraft gauge right there. Again, you sit up in a Phoenix pretty well. Nice support on the back. Phoenix has got roto switches, okay? I've had some people come in and say, you know, for what these boats cost, they ought to have digital switches and so forth and so on. Well, you know, Phoenix has got a motto there that, you know, if it's not broke, you don't fix it. And in these cases, these rocker switches, they're mechanical, they're reliable. We don't have any problems. I can't think of replacing one or two out of thousands throughout the years. So I appreciate Phoenix keeping it simple. Right here in the middle, we've got a place to put all your gear, your sunglasses, your maps, your sunscreen, your snacks when you're riding in between spots. And again, bam, it's got the slam latch. Stainless steel cup holders, some tool holders. We got more tool holders under here. And we've got a nice cooler lid right here. And one thing for 2023 that they have done that I appreciate is they have friction hinges now on these compartments, so they'll stay open and they will not fall down on their self. Underneath here is just simply little storage places. Great place to put your dip dye, your marker pins, all those sort of things. Over here, passenger side rod box. We can hold some extra rods, or it's a great place to store your Phoenix cover supports, TP cover supports. If you've never seen that, Phoenix has a nylon web system that holds their covers up. Absolutely the best travel covers on the market. You can easily put the cover on and off yourself. They're lightweight. Really appreciate the covers. Hey, We're not going to cover the back deck because we're out of time, all right? But I think you can probably watch another one of our Phoenix videos. We'll cover the back. Weida's Marine, you're watching the show. You probably know who we are. If you don't know who we are, we're a multi-line bass boat dealer located in the middle of America, a short drive from anywhere you might be, and we want to be your home for Phoenix boats, okay? Give us a shout, and we'll try to hook you up.